Wow, what happened?
Hey, was that quick enough for you?
Now you're just messing with us.
Yeah, what happened to the rest of the Open?
Yeah,
Hey,
that actually makes me mad because you don't have a comment now.
We have nothing to say. We're flat.
I was stunned.
Speechless.
Yeah, okay. It's time for another edition of Rip Open the Box Score. And the Red Sox, now they have to welcome the Los Angeles Dodgers and old friend Mookie Betts, who is scorching hot going into Fenway.
Yeah, he is. And look, Robert, I was taking on the day games yesterday because we had a few of them. And once again, you know I'm going to beat a dead horse. But when this happens, you make less errors than the other team.
Yep.
625 winning percentage.
Wow.
It's not rocket science. Take care of the baseball moving forward. But let's jump into this one first and foremost here, the Dodgers and the Guardians here. And there's a lot to unpack here looking at this. So keep that up there for a while and let's take a little look-see. Look, when you look at lineup construction, you think about postseason. That's what interests me because the Dodgers are going. So you look up there at Betts and Freeman. There's 8 for 10. In those first two spots in the order right there with Mookie having 5. Those guys are superstars. Great. This dude, Will Smith, to me, is a steady stud in the middle of the lineup as well. And then I think when you look down this order, there are some pitching matchups that can favor the pitcher against these guys. But with that said, I think all of them are dangerous in their own way, and they might run into one every now and then. But those 3 guys up at the top are great. Look, like I said, 8 for 10. But I really want to focus on Mookie Betts and look at his 5 knocks. Oh, and by the way, he threw 2 more knocks out there in game 2 and then got a little time off. But a 1-ball, 2-strike count in his first plate appearance for a knock. He doesn't punch out, stays on a breaking ball, and hits a missile to left. Ho-hum. I like it. 2-1 count, he's ahead. He doesn't try to do too much. It's a missile up the middle. Work with me, freeze that, Lucas. Keep that frozen for me, if you will. Now, in an 0-2 count, there are some people that would say this is not good hitting, this is lucky hitting because he gets sawed off right here. I would argue better hitters understand you don't swing and miss, and it's okay to get a jam sandwich every now and then and gork one in. Play this, please. He rushes them in, it's off the plate, but he doesn't miss. So he's 3 for 3. Maybe cheap, I'm okay with that. Rocket off the wall. If it wasn't for Quan playing this perfectly, that's a double for sure. That's a single. But this rocket right here with the bases drunk hits off that chain link mesh. That's going to be a double. 2 steak sandwiches for Mookie, but there's nothing wrong with Mookie at home plate. When you watch him, you see how tight he is at the batter's box. Short, compact, to the baseball. That's a beautiful thing to watch right here. Once again, I'm pointing out this error over there in the column, 625 winning percentage. When that happens, Yankees are in trouble, dude. This is not good. This is not what we're used to seeing, 61 and 66. When you're thinking about the New York Yankees, they lose 6-5, 1 run. 1 run. So when you look at this one a little bit deeper and you go into the box score with the Yankees, I put a lot on this board, so you got to bear with me on this one. You look up at this, Judge hit another home run, so he's got like 37 in the last 4 days. Torres throws 3 knocks out there. Stanton throws 4 knocks out there, and yet we still lose. And we look down here and we start seeing this left on base 9, team with runners in scoring position 1 for 10. But what the box score didn't show me when I was checking this game out yesterday and watching it, let's look at a little bit of video. Within about a 10-minute period, this kind of summed up what the Yankees are going through. You got a man on second, 1 out. Ground ball to short. You cannot go to third. Now you got a man on first, 2 outs. He knows it. He knows he can't go there. But the guy on first base now, Peraza, gets picked off right after that. So now the optics are starting to look pretty bad. You make it out at third, you get picked off at first base. That's the bottom of the second. The top of the third rolls around. Freeze that for me. Look, there's 2 outs. We're in a little bit of trouble first and second, but we got an 0-1 count. We can get out of this, and we can keep this 1-0 lead. Play this, please. You backstop. So now we got man on second and third with 2 outs. The next ball is hit to short. I understand this is an error, But if it's first and second, does the dynamic of the play change because we have a force out at second base? I argue yes. Look, no doubt about it, the play needs to be made. It gets him on the heel, doesn't get it. I understand that. Little things piled up on each other make big things. And I think that's the system that the Yankees are in right now. There's a lot of little things going wrong close together. That's why we're in this big issue and big problem that we have. Rays, we talked about the Orioles. They're good. They're still in first place. This team ain't going away. 27 games over 500. And I look at this and I go, okay, nothing's really jumping out at me. It's 5-3. Looks like a pretty good game. 8 knocks. No errors, no errors. Let's look at the box score. Take a little bit deeper look at what I saw. This is what I saw. 2 innings pitch, which means 6 outs. 1 inning pitch, which means 3 outs. That's 9 outs. This is 8 strikeouts at the end of the game. And I'm sitting there wondering with the Rockies, we only punched out 4 times in the first 6 innings of this game. What happened? I know the Rays got bullpen usage and they got some capable arms, but 8 and 9 punch outs? Don't phone it in when you get into a tight game. Let's look at these punch outs right here and see what happens. I mean, look, it's not 107 miles an hour. Going after them in the strike zone, they're gonna get ahead. This is kind of a theme that happens during the course when you're in a good run. These guys ain't messing around. They're going after guys out of the bullpen. 2-2 count, if that's as deep as you go, I'll take that. 0-2, punchy. 0-2, punchy. That's a pretty good way to end a ball game right there. So the Rays, we know what they're about. We know that they have a system down there where teams, anybody who comes in there, they find their role, they accept their role, they go play. But these guys got some arms. So if you got a lead and you're the Tampa Bay Rays and these dudes are coming in punching out people like that, you got issues.